our Become a Zoom Pro class. And so just some quick reminders, we're recording, and the purpose is so that you can watch this later at your own pace, and you can look back at it at your leisure, and pause and rewind and take down notes. What we did was we took your questions when you RSVP'd and shared a little bit about what your comfort level was with Zoom. And so we've worked those questions into the presentation today. So hopefully you'll catch your question and get that answered. And we're also going to have a few opportunities to try out the different techniques. And you'll know it's time to try things out because we're going to put a little star there for us to just get some experience doing it. What else do I want to let you know? We're going to send you the slides, the video, and also a survey to you after the event. And then at the very, very end, we'll address some specific questions you might have. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, so let's kick it off with a little bit about GoGo. And for starters, my name is Cassie, and I'm the communications director here at GoGoGrandparent. And we're joined today by Justin Bogard, who's our co-founder of GoGo.
Hi.
And if you could kick us off on a little bit more about GoGo.
Yep. Yes. So for those who are joining, thank you all for being here. This is kind of the beginning of a new program that we want to launch, and we'll be talking a little bit about in a moment. But GoGoGrandparent is a service that helps our clients live independently in their home for as long as possible. We started in Los Angeles. Actually, the service was made for my own grandmother, who still uses us every week. And we spread rapidly, are now available across the United States and Canada. We started in 2016 by primarily being a mobility-focused solution. But since we have opened up into a huge variety of services. So I think the next slide will show that we are able to manage mobility requests. We can now find meals that can be tailored to different chronic conditions and preferences and delivered within 1 hour. We can do groceries and vitamins and shopping needs, usually within the same day. We can also manage medication and pick up prescriptions from different pharmacies. And then finally, something that's very new still, just kicked off in the last 6 months, but we can also be a resource for handymen, cleaning, but folks that can come, we call our home services division, movers, tech support. We can also provide assistance with personal aids or assistance and a variety of different things. And so we're really excited about that department taking off. It's been one of our fastest growing. The next thing that I wanted to mention just very quickly, everyone here does have a referral code that they can use to get credit for GoGo whenever they recommend a friend to the service. And so your referral code is at the bottom of your receipts. You can also call in and speak to a team member who would be able to give you that code. It usually starts with GoGo, so maybe like GoGo 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when a friend joins GoGo, they get $10 in credit off of their first service, and then you get $10 of credit added to your next thing. And if anyone wants, they can speak to a team member and request little postcards that have their code on it, so they can give that out to various members of the community. Talking today about what this series is, this is going to be our Grow with GoGo series. In addition to providing these services, we also want to give people the tools that they need to stay independent, as well as free events and programming that might help fulfill physical goals or learning goals or stuff like this, where it's technical goals. We have a couple really exciting sessions coming up over the next few months. We're going to be talking about how the media combats ageism. We're going to be talking about cyber safety, which will be kind of another technical piece, another sort of technical training similar to today. Then we're also going to be doing some fun stuff. We have some cooking classes. We're going to do a poetry workshop. We have some physical exercise courses. So around chair yoga, staying limber, and then also strength training, which we're really excited to see, what the community wants. Basically, our plan is as more participants join these things, we will see what is the most interesting and do more of that thing. And so we're really excited about our Grow with GoGo series. And I think I'm going to pass the baton over to you, Cassie.
Perfect. Okay, so when we heard from you about what your comfort level is using Zoom, we got a really even split between brand new Zoom users, neutral, kind of middle of the road users, and really confident users. So what we're going to do is divide this presentation up in that same way. We're going to split it up into 3 parts. So hopefully everyone on the call is going to have a little something for you in it. All right, so some basics. We have some Zoom etiquette. Someone asked if there was any etiquette or things that they should know when they're on a Zoom call. And there's a couple of things. So if you're joining on camera, one tip is to try to look directly at your camera instead of looking at yourself or at the gallery of people. That can be a little hard to do, but it does try to make it more like we're talking right to each other, right? Like we're in person. There's also a little trick to hide yourself if you get a little distracted by seeing your video, and we could show you that at the end if you're interested. Another thing is if you could mute yourself when you're not speaking, that's always helpful just for background noise. But then the trick is don't forget to unmute yourself when you do want to speak. That's the only catch with muting yourself. And we can show you how to do that in just a second if you're not sure where to find that button. We could actually do it right now. So if you look at your the little toolbar, the tool menu on your Zoom window, you'll see a little microphone and it says mute. And when you click it, it'll put a red X through it. So we could all try that. I could put myself on mute. We could give it a little go just to make
Seeing
sure.
a lot of people go on mute, looking
Nice.
good.
I'm going to try.
For those of you that are on iPad or iPhone, this icon is at the bottom of the screen. For those of you that are joining us by a desktop, you might have to hover your mouse over the Zoom window, and then the control panel at the bottom would show up and you'll see the little microphone icon, just like where it's highlighted here. Maybe we could blow up this. Well, it's okay. I see lots of people going on and off mute, so looks like they got it.
Okay, perfect. And we could always revisit it if anyone's having trouble finding it. Another thing to think about is the lighting. Sometimes we have windows behind our backs and it backlights us and it can become really hard to see the person and you're kind of cast in a shadow. So try to think about how you could be either in natural light, just so we can all see each other. Another trick is to adjust the angle of the camera. So we really want to see you, and we want to make sure you're fully in the frame. So you might need to adjust your camera, make sure that you're looking your best. And another tip is obviously trying to find a quiet place for you to have the Zoom meeting. Maybe you want to try out some headsets or headphones that might make the sound quality a little better. If at the end of this presentation, anyone wants some recommendations for different headsets, I've definitely tried a bunch, so I could share that with you.
I just want to, sorry to interject, but just to add, I have found that the best thing I can do for lighting is be right in front. I have a big window right in front of me and I get a lot of natural light, but the difference can be really stark. So I just did one, but I'm gonna do another sort of rotation so now I have the window on one side and now it's completely behind me and I just turn into a little silhouette. And as I keep rotating, and then now it's completely in front of me again. And Zoom adjusts really well to bright lighting that's kind of in front of you. So if you ever need to be on video, that's always been really key for me.
That's a good tip. And I don't have a window near me, unfortunately, but I do have a lot of lights. So this is me turning them off. So there's little things you could do to try to brighten up your space. And then one other thing is, if you are looking at Zoom right now in full screen mode, meaning if you're on your laptop or your desktop, it is fully taking over your screen. If at any point you want to get out of this mode, you can press the escape button, which should be on the top left of your keyboard, and it's the ESC button. And you can always use that to get out of full screen mode.
This is for folks that are joining us from a any device that has a full QWERTY keyboard, the big rectangular keyboard.
Okay, perfect. And these are some examples, but I think Justin modeled it really well, what can happen when you're backlit. Okay. All right, so I think something that would be fun for us to do is actually to see everybody who's participating. And it's okay if you're not joining by video, because we will still see that you're here with your phone number. So you'll still be represented. But for everyone who is joining by video, I'd love for us all to try this out. So what we're gonna do is on the right-hand corner of your Zoom window, right here.
And you might have to hover over that
Right.
window for it to pop up, but it'll be in the top right.
Yes, you can toggle between speaker or gallery. And so if you select gallery, this should give you the ability to see other folks on the call. You let me know if that's working for you.
Yeah, I see a ton of folks.
I don't know how to get there.
So it's in the top right-hand corner of your Zoom window. There's a little button that says View. And if you put your mouse over that and click on that button, there will be a drop down. And that drop down will say, actually mine says standard, side-by-side speaker, side-by-side gallery. And so we've all been in the side-by-side speaker view where Cassie's presentation has been showing up for us, but we can click side-by-side gallery and then everyone should show up. And there's a bunch of people on video.
Oh, it says view options. Do I
Yep.
view options?
You can, no, so I think you might be on the very top. You want to go to the top right. There's a little button that says view.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yep.
Press
Yes.
view.
So if you do side-by-side gallery, you'll see everyone.
I should have used my desktop because it's not showing up on my iPad.
You know, on the iPad, it might be a little bit different. I don't have one, and so I'm not
Yeah.
sure what so you can only see Cassie and me.
Well, I only see you right now.
Well,
You are, Jackie.
we can go back to,
That was a mean.
we'll go
that's
back to the
interesting.
presentation, and then afterwards, Sharon, I'd be happy to help figure out gallery view.
Well, I can always use my desktop. I was just
Sure.
fiddling around
Sure.
on my iPad. I could click participants. Will I see?
Oh, that's the next thing. So
Here I
here,
am.
let's pass the baton back to Cassie, and then she can take us through.
Okay, so the next thing we can try out is if you want to change your name right here, right in the Zoom meeting. So maybe you're noticing that your full name is showing because that's the name you put in when you logged into Zoom, but maybe you don't want to have your whole name. Maybe you just want your nickname. I have Cassie Batista on mine, but now that we're all friends here, I think I could just go by Cassie. And so I'll edit it so you can see it too. But what you do is you are going to hover your mouse if you're on a laptop or a desktop computer. Sorry, Sharon. But you're going to hover over the Zoom box until you see something called the control panel.
There's a bunch of
And
icons.
There's a bunch of icons. Yep.
How come I don't see my name?
Let's see.
It should be, once you click on the participants button in the control panel, your name should be at the very top. But it's possible that depending on your audio, like if you're someone that dialed in, I see a few people that dialed in. When you speak, your phone number is going to go to the top, and your name will be a little bit below, but you can scroll through the list of participants until you see your name.
Now, I'm on the computer,
Okay.
but I don't see my name.
So at the very bottom of your screen, do you see participants, mute, stop video, chat?
No.
Hover your mouse. If you hover your mouse over the presentation, our presentation, does anything pop up for you? Do you see maybe like a red button that says leave in the bottom right?
No,
Okay,
I don't see that. I don't see.
I do
what do you see?
leave.
I see your picture and then there's 5 icons at the top of your picture.
What are those icons?
Hide, thumbnail videos, show small active speaker video.
And what about at the bottom of the screen? Anything at the bottom of the screen?
Oh, you mean the icons that come up?
That's right.
Oh, what
Yes.
am I looking for?
Click on the one that says participants.
Oh, okay, got it.
Boom.
Nice
And-
job.
And now your name should be at the top of that list.
Yeah.
Everyone's individual name should be at the top of that
Oh,
list.
yeah. So now it's in the picture.
Great,
Perfect.
great, great, great.
Oh,
And so if you find your name and you hover your mouse, you have an option to rename.
oh, okay.
So let me know if you see that, because then you could update your name. You could put your nickname, and so
Well, I see participants and then I see my name and it's me and then
Perfect.
mute and more.
click on more.
Click on, yep.
It says rename. So if
Perfect.
I wanted to rename it, then I would just press that.
That's exactly right. And so I'm gonna just rename myself Cassie with an exclamation mark, and now it's changed. So that's just a little something if
We
If
don't
you-
see the change on your name.
let's
She
see
went-
here.
She went from Cassie, she had her first and last name, and then she went to Cassie with an exclamation point.
Yeah, okay.
It wasn't a big change, just
Hi,
a little
It's
one.
April again. So I have a question for you. Did you see the date of that transaction?
Sorry. April?
Okay,
I'm gonna put her on
because,
mute. I think she might have just been taking a call. Okay, so back to updating things. So we just tried updating our name. There's also a way for you to quickly change your photo in a Zoom meeting. And so you don't have to do it now, just know that we'll send this to you and you could do it later if you want, but you're also welcome to try any of these things while we're together. And so what you're gonna do is, same thing, you're gonna hover your mouse over that Zoom box until you get that set of icons, the control panel. And then you're gonna click on participants, just like we did for the name. And we're gonna click on more, just like we did for the name just a second ago. But now, instead of rename, you have other options. So you can also edit your profile picture. And so these are the images of the steps. So the first one is you click more and you can edit profile picture, and then you can select a picture from your computer. Maybe you have some on your desktop or in your downloads folder. You pick it, you can adjust it a little if you want, and then you can save it. And then you'll have a picture as your Zoom profile.
Recording in progress.
Okay, when I press more, I have.
Oh, sorry, Jackie, one second.
No problem.
Yes, so you were saying when you click more,
More, I only get rename.
okay, let's see here. So when you click more, first click participants.
Oh, I think I did that. Okay.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Got that done.
Okay, and then we're going to right click more, and you should have the option to, let me just see here. Spotlight, place, make host.
There's more.
Yeah, so when I hit more, my options are I can edit my profile picture or I can rename. I see, Anne, you have your hand raised.
I had the same problem as she did. It's only
Really?
coming up with rename.
Oh, interesting.
What device
Okay.
are you using, Anne?
Personal computer.
So when you select more, let's rename. Well, there's another way to do this. The other way to do this would be to, depending on the device that you have, you can go, oh, excuse me. Cassie's about to show us. That's right. We had a video. Okay, go for it, Cassie.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you guys for letting me know it wasn't working. So here's an alternative way. And you could do this after the Zoom meeting, but this is how you would change your profile picture, before joining a Zoom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video and hopefully you'll be able to hear it, but you let me know if that is not the case. So 1 second. Oh, wait.
Can't hear it.
Yep. Just want to double check.
What you're going to see when we play this video is it's going to want you to go to zoom.us. This is your Zoom account, and it's where you can manage it. We'll share this video after this presentation, so no need to try to memorize it all right now. It'll just be a resource that you can access.
Navigate to zoom.us and then click Sign In, or if you're already logged in, My Account. This is your Zoom
Are you able to hear that?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
web portal, your primary place for updating your personal information and settings, among other things. From the main navigation menu on the left side, head over to the Profile tab. Simply hover over and then click the pencil icon to open the editor. Drag and drop an image into the frame or choose a file from your computer. Crop your image into a square shape, and there you have it. You've got a profile picture. In addition to your profile, this image will appear in a tile anytime your video is turned off during a meeting and will also be your icon image if you use Zoom Chat and other Zoom products.
You know what, Cassie? Watching that video made me realize that the folks that can't change their photo, it's probably because they don't have an account with Zoom. They are just joining us in our Zoom meeting. So for those of you that don't have an account with Zoom, we will be able to send this video and other resources where you can go to Zoom, create an account, and then you'll be able to change your profile photo during meetings, like what Cassie and I are able to do. We're only able to do that because we have a account with Zoom.
Yeah, I have an account, but I went in on your link.
Right. Oh, that's a good catch.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thanks for letting us know. Okay, so we're moving up. We're moving up on the world. We're moving on to intermediate Zoom. Here we go. Okay, so we are going to learn how to chat. Some people might already know how to do this, and so, which is great. And so maybe you could help some people who are new at it. But chat is really great because it's a way for you to participate in the meeting without needing to talk, without needing to go off mute. So you'll still be able to, chat in a comment without, interrupting the meeting, or if you're nervous and you prefer to chat in your answers, or that it's just another way for you to communicate. So this is how you're going to do it. If you everything really starts from hovering, right? So hover over your Zoom control panel again, so you see all those icons, just like that. So it shows up in your window. And one of the options should be chat, and it'll look like a little chat bubble, like a speech bubble.
No,
And
I don't have that.
Do you see participants?
Oops. Just saw it.
Hey.
Nice.
My name is Ken. Can you hear me?
Hi, Ken. Yes.
Hi, Ken.
All I wanted to do, make sure I wasn't muted.
Yep. No, you're good. You're good.
Good job. Okay,
I just
so
found it.
okay, well, we're finding it. We're finding the chat bubble.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hello.
Okay, so hello. So if
This
you
is
find
Marty.
it,
Hi, Marty.
Hi, Marty. So if you're able to click the chat button, you'll see a chat window pop up.
Marty from Missouri.
Nice.
Nice.
I like the alliteration. So anybody who's able to chat in, just let us know where you're calling us from. So I'm going to do Cassie from Rhode Island, and you just type this right into the chat window and you hit enter, and
To
then
everyone.
we're chatting.
Just
And
Everyone.
actually, if you when someone else chats,
area.
your icon, your chat icon will light up, and there'll be like a 1 or a 2, depending on how many chats have come in since you last looked at it. And so if anyone hasn't seen chat yet, we got some folks participating in the chat right now, and those are probably popping up little messages. Just look for where those are popping up. That's your chat box, and you can click on that and see everyone in the chat. And then actually, one thing that we like to do internally at GoGo, because we use Zoom
I
all
found
the
chat,
time.
but I can't make it stay on.
Can't make it stay on. How do you mean?
Hi.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm Jackie.
that's
I'm
my tablet.
Oh, if you're on,
Do the message, you press enter.
yeah, if you're on a tablet though, it will,
Oh.
there's less space. And so it's gonna, you can chat into it, but if you go back to anything else, the chat will go away. So you'll have to do it all in one sort of box. You might even have to close your participants in order to pull up chat. That's something that sometimes I have to do. All right, though, looks like we got almost everyone participating. Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Feel free to chat questions. Now that you know how to do chat, what's something that we love to do internally at GoGo is when there's a presentation
Marty from
going on, when there's a presentation going on, people can chat their questions into the chat box, and then the presenter can see those, and then they can respond to them without interruption.
Marty from Missouri.
Hey, Marty.
This is
All
Okay.
right, back to you, Cassie.
Okay, so now that we know how to chat, there's some other fun things we can do.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, we see you. If you don't mind, Marty, I'm going to put you
I'm
on
here,
mute.
Marty from Missouri, here.
I think Marty has a lag.
Yes, I do too. I think so. Marty, if you don't mind, I'm just going to put you on mute, but if there's anything that you want to share with us, you can just unmute and let us know.
This is a good example, though, of internet connection. So what I think is happening is that Marty has a delay. She's hearing our audio, but she's hearing it 15 or 45 seconds late. That can happen if you don't have a great internet connection, and it could be that like we look frozen right now on someone who doesn't have a good internet connection screen. And so if you ever see people freezing, you're probably hearing them 30 to 45 seconds later. And so they're already further in the conversation. So anyway, sorry, back to you, Cassie.
No worries. Okay, so I know that some people already know how to do this because I think I saw Anne from Nebraska, right? You were already raising your hand and using that little trick, but this is another fun thing that's nice to know. So again, if you hover your mouse on the bottom half of your Zoom room, it's going to look like this, right? We're getting used to seeing this where the participants are, where we just learned how to chat. There's a button called Reactions. And when you click it, you get a few different options. And so you can see them at the bottom here. You can raise your hand. That's if you have, you want to get the host's attention or get the other participants' attention, but you don't want to interrupt. So it's like a polite way of asking something. But you can also put other emotions too. You can put a laughing face. You could put a party reaction. You could put a heart, a thumbs up. Justin just put one. And if you look at his screen, I'm not sure if you can see it, he's waving. And so it's another way, another nonverbal way for you to participate in a meeting without feeling like you are interrupting, and you're able to give feedback in real time to people. So if you want to give that a go, I see some people are already doing it. That's awesome.
The one thing to add about this is that for reactions, most of them go away once you've made a selection. The only one that doesn't go away is the raise hand reaction. When you click raise hand, there's two things that happen. Raise hand shows up on your screen. You can see mine here, and it also will take you to the very top of the participant list. And it won't go away until you click the button that says lower hand. So for me right now, I have to click lower hand. Otherwise, it'll just always stay up there.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice. Good job. Okay, great. So now we learned those things. Some other things. How to adjust your appearance on Zoom. Zoom has put some things in place so that you can feel like you're looking your best. And so here's something that you could do if you want to make sure your camera's set up right and like you're looking good on Zoom. So what you do is at the top of the Zoom app, and this might be something that you do after the meeting, there's a way for you to click the settings button, which looks like this little, what did you call it, Justin?
Gear
That's right.
icon.
Looks like gears. And then you go into settings and you're going to see this panel that says a lot of different things: general, video, audio, a whole bunch of different things you can do. You hit video and it gives you some options. So you can see on my video, I've selected touch up my appearance a little. I want some help. The tool exists. I'm gonna use it. So you can adjust it as much as you want. You can see I was being conservative. I didn't take it all the way. I would have turned into a completely different person maybe. I just touched it up a little. This is making sure, you know, the lighting is looking good. And also you can check off this box under that says adjust for low light and make sure that's set to auto. And what that's going to do is it's going to make it so your Zoom image is automatically adjusting for you. So maybe, you know, we're starting this call in the afternoon, but, you know, as the day goes on, the lighting in your room is changing, it's getting darker. Zoom is automatically going to adjust for you, so you don't have to be turning on and off the lights, you know, and moving around your house. So I always like to have that set to auto so we know, okay, it's going to take care of that for me. So that's something else. A step even crazier than touching up the appearances, they even have a feature, like I said, this is like a little out there. They have a feature where you can have Zoom apply makeup to you. So let's say you were in a rush. Yeah, you were in a rush or something unexpected. You unexpectedly have a meeting, you didn't have time to get ready. You could put on eyebrows, lipstick, the whole thing. It does it for you. That I would exercise caution with that. I haven't mastered it, but if that's something that you're interested in exploring, we could learn it together. But it's pretty funny, and it just shows you like there's so much, you know, so much potential with these tools, and fun things to try.
And before we move on to the next one, I just want to call out a couple things. So this is what this panel that shows settings. It's also pretty important. But it can be hidden in different places. If you're on a computer, if you're on a personal computer, it's the easiest. You would just click your Zoom app and then a screen would show up that has, I think it's in the next slide, Cassie, the settings. Yeah, it's this screen on the left and it shows kind of your home, and you click on the Zoom icon, the Zoom app on your computer, and it comes up. And then in the top right, that's where you can get to settings, and that's where you can see everything. If you're on a Mac computer, you would hover your mouse at the very top of your screen, the tippity top of your screen. You're just shoving your mouse to the top, and then you'll see zoom.us at the top there on the top left, and then that's where you would go to preferences. If you're on a Mac, you can actually just click. You can hold Command while pressing comma, and this settings icon, these settings will show up. If you're on your phone or on an iPad, I don't know exactly where it is. I think I can pull up Zoom on my phone. But I think it's actually easier. So if you're on the if you're on the app, it's just in the bottom right hand corner. It says more, and then it says general, and there's a gear icon, and you can click on that, and then there's a bunch of options under there. So
Also-
yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, is anyone joining today from a Mac? I know someone's on their iPad, but I wonder, is anyone on a Mac, an
That's a good
Apple
question.
computer?
Yes, I didn't do that.
I
Nancy?
left my iPad. I'm on my desktop now.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, nice. You changed your profile photo, Sharon. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured I'm not familiar with the iPad. I'd better stick to the desktop, and it's been clearer.
Nice. Okay.
Well, it's good to practice. It's good that you tried the iPad. Okay, so now something else that's cool. You can probably already see a couple of us are using this feature, which is a Zoom background. So Justin and I have a GoGo Zoom backgrounds. I can see that Anne has blurred out her background. And so these are really fun, and I think it's great to learn how to do them. So I'd love for us to try this one. The first thing I'll say is Zoom has lots of templates, free backgrounds that you can use. So you can use whatever Zoom has available. But also if later on after this call, you check your email, I sent over from gazette@GoGoGrandparent.com. I sent you a link to download some fun GoGo themed Zoom backgrounds if you want to play with those later. So this is how it works. At the top of the Zoom app, again, the same thing that Justin was mentioning, at the gear button, you're going to select that, which is the settings, and it's going to bring you to the second picture where, again, you see all of these different topics. And one of them is backgrounds and effects. And when you click it, you can see a bunch of different ones that Zoom already offers, which is nice. They have like one where you're at the beach. They have one in San Francisco. They have this blur feature. What most of you are using right now, for those of you who are on camera, you have it set to none. So we're seeing, your real home. But sometimes, I know I've used this before. Sometimes I don't want to show my my home, right? Sometimes, I didn't clean, or, you want some extra privacy. So what you can do is here, you can select a different background, and you can change them as often as you like, and you can upload as many as you want. You can change them seasonally. So anyway, if anyone feels ready, I know this is like an advanced level for Zoom, but if anyone wants to give it a go and try out the Zoom backgrounds, I can show you what it does for me when I start changing mine, just so that you can see what I mean. So 1 second. Oops. 1 second.
Click into
Okay, choose
settings.
my background. So here are some that I sent over by email. So if you want to play with any of these, you're welcome to. But here I am. I'm in the back of a GoGo car. I'm being taken on
Buckle
a
your
trip.
seatbelt.
Let's see.
I forgot to buckle my seatbelt. Oh no. So here's one option that's kind of fun. If you're feeling hungry, we've got this tacos fiesta background. Now I'm in the kitchen and I just got my groceries delivered. And then there's also, we put in this one. So you're in a little illustrated living room. And then we've got this one. So there's lots of fun things to play with. And like I said, you could be at the beach. So these are pretty fun. Oh, hi, Anne. I see your hands up.
Did you already send that email?
Yes, I sent it earlier today.
I did not get it.
Okay, no problem. I can make sure you get that. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll double check if your email was on the list. I'm sorry if it wasn't. Justin and I are both at the beach now, but we'll make sure you get those. And what it is, it's just a Google Drive of different backgrounds, so you can play with those. But like I said, there's plenty that that Zoom already offers, which is fun. Okay, so we did how to change your background, and now we are at advanced Zoom. And so I just want to double check time, how we're doing. Okay, we have 15 minutes. We're doing pretty good. So what I'd like to do next is, let's see here, just making sure I have this. So I don't know if you participated in a Zoom meeting before where you're actually broken out into different groups. And what it does is it simulates you actually moving to a different room. So right now we're all in this one room together, but if we wanted to, like maybe if we were having a work meeting and we wanted to brainstorm and divide up, or if we were having maybe a game night with family and we're competing, maybe we split the group up, but you don't want to leave the Zoom event. You just want to go away for a little while and then come back. Zoom makes that possible with breakout rooms. And basically, you can, the host can select how many rooms there will be, and then assign everyone who's here right now into a different room. And so I think it would be fun if we tried it just so you can see what that's like. I don't want you to worry that you won't come back. Just don't hit leave the Zoom, and you'll still be in the meeting. I'll bring you back. I'll bring you back to the main room. So what we can try, what you'll see is this call out box at the bottom. You're going to see that I'm inviting you to a breakout room. So just when you see that, just hit join, and you're going to move to a little room. You're going to move to a separate room. You all can feel free to chat amongst yourselves with whoever you're randomly assigned in this room. I'll probably just give it 2 minutes or so and then bring you back to the main room so you can see what that process is like. Does that sound good with everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 second, just going to breakout rooms. Okay, here we go. So now you should just hit join if you see, do you see a button or a pop-up window that says you've been invited to a breakout room? Hi, Nancy. Now it's just us together. Everyone left us. Do you see a pop-up that says that you've been invited to a breakout room?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay, if you hit join, you'll get brought into that
Try
room.
it again. Now what do I do?
So you clicked join?
Yes, nothing happened.
Could you
Picture
try?
got bigger.
Oh, could you try double clicking it?
It just did.
Let's I don't
see.
want you to miss out. You know what I'll do? I'm just going to move you to that room. People are coming back.
Did we lose them?
No,
Are they all back yet?
they're
no.
not all back yet, but it'll happen.
Okay.
I see some more people coming back.
Trickling in.
Yay! Oh, phew, I was lonely.
Great.
Oh, I'm so glad. Great. So now you've got a little taste for what that could be like if ever you're joining another meeting and they suggest breakout rooms. You've already been there, done that, and you see that, you know, it's not a far distance. So, okay. So we've done that. And I think we have time to try maybe 2 more things. So this next thing is Zoom's Whiteboard. This is really fun and really useful for teams. So if you are working, or if you're volunteering, or maybe you're even just meeting with friends and family using Zoom, this is just what it sounds like. It's a whiteboard, but it's digital. So you can brainstorm, you can collaborate, you can doodle, and it's happening in real time. So as you write, you could either type in text, or you can use your mouse to simulate like you're writing with a marker. And it's a lot of fun. So let me see here. I'm going to try it out. And once you see it on your screen, you're going to see a couple of options. You're going to see like a little text box, and you're going to see kind of like a pen. And you can pick whether you want to type in your answer or if you want to write with your mouse. And maybe what we could do is just write in what your favorite color is. So 1 second, I'm going to share this whiteboard with you. Just need to find it. Oh, I see. I think, right, I have to stop sharing. Okay. Whiteboard, here we go. All right. So I've already put mine. I've already drawn mine, which my favorite color is orange. Don't mind my poor handwriting. I did it with one of these little tools on the left. So when you look at the left-hand side, you see a lot of different icons. The second one from the top says draw. Ooh, nice, yellow. But then you can also see a text, a T. So if you hit T, you can start typing your answer in. So I see yellow.
View options?
Can you see the whiteboard right now? Are you able to see the white canvas?
Yes, I could see the writing.
Okay, perfect. And do you see a little toolbar on the left of the screen, left of the canvas?
On the left, it says view.
Do you see?
At the top?
No, this one's actually right on top of the canvas, right on the whiteboard.
It says, you are, wait a minute. You are viewing Casey's screen and view options.
Let's see here. So, are you able to see like a little pen feature and a little box and like different shapes?
Yes.
No.
If you no, Jackie, if you're able to see it, try clicking some of those and you'll see that they do different things. So like there's one that looks like a teeny tiny pencil. If you click,
I see like a cross, a rectangular and a vertical line.
yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so do you see the T?
Yes.
Click T and then draw your mouse or your cursor anywhere on this blank canvas. Just drop it. and you'll see that it's blinking, your cursor is blinking, and you can type in there.
Okay, and when I touch it, when I touch anyone, it doesn't allow me to do anything.
Does it turn it blue? When you
No,
click it, it doesn't turn it blue or anything?
no. I'm double clicking or single clicking.
Try just single clicking.
Okay. No, it doesn't turn my anything blue.
Do you see, so if I click on the pencil icon, there's another box that pops up and I have to select from there as well. And I can select either pen or highlighter. Then I can select thin, regular, or thick. Do you see any of that?
I can't do it. No matter how I click, nothing turns. It stays the same.
Same here, same here.
Okay.
I just see the white screen with the orange, light green, yellow. But the stuff at the bottom I click on and the options to type the text went away really early. I never was able to type in there at all.
If you look at the left where there's the arrow, the pen, the rectangle, the line, and then the T, and then you click on the T, your cursor should change to like a little text, a blinking text
I don't
cursor.
see any of that. I just see
You don't see any of
the
that.
white. I just see the white canvas.
Okay, why don't we stay, we're pretty close to being done with the presentation. Why don't we let it finish out, and then we can do some more troubleshooting on the whiteboard.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it might have something to do with whether people were signed into their accounts or just joining from the link. I'm also wondering if it might have something to do with maybe what type of account or plan you have.
Oh, interesting. Actually, yeah, if you look at the top of the whiteboard, you can see some icons. I see Cassie, Justin, and then I see Nancy and Susan. And then I'm wondering if I'm wondering if that would support your theory, Cassie, that people that have created an account with Zoom are able to become editors.
Right. Well,
So-
all right.
The next time we join, is it better to join through the app or just go to the link?
It doesn't matter. So if you go to the link, what you'll want to do first is go to zoom.us. And
Yes.
you'll want to create an account with Zoom. After you've done that, it doesn't matter how you join.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, after you've done that, it doesn't matter how you've joined. Zoom will be able to associate your account with your profile. But people that are joining from a phone or from an iPad, they had to create an account when they set up Zoom because they had to download an app onto their computer. And so that's probably what's going on.
Okay.
Back to you, Cassie.
Yeah, and in this follow-up email to everyone, we'll write out some instructions about maybe what the ideal way is to log in. Because for future presentations, I don't want you to miss out on any cool features. So we'll give you some instructions. Okay, and so for anybody on this call who feels now really comfortable, or maybe you even came to this meeting with a high confidence with Zoom, we wanted to give you a checklist of some tips for you to host your own Zoom meeting. Basically, it all starts with what type of meeting do you want to have? Do you want it to be a presentation? Do you want it to be a workshop where you're demonstrating something, or you want people to be interacting? And you might want to consider making slides so that you can walk people through your topic, with visuals. You also want to consider what type of Zoom plan will fit your needs best. And I bring that up because the free plan for Zoom limits you to about 40 minutes if you are hosting your own meeting. And so if that's not long enough for whatever event you have planned, something to think about. And I'll show you what the next step up for Zoom is. Another thing you want to do is obviously gather your email list. You want to get all that sorted out, collect all your friends' names and emails so you have it ready when you're ready to go to set up your Zoom invite. Obviously, you're going to think about what date, time, what time zone you're hosting this meeting. You could tell from my emails, I set this meeting up in Rhode Island where I live, so it's on EDT time. But if you wanted to set up your Zoom event for people in your neighborhood, you would obviously set it up for your time zone. So, and then the next thing is just setting up the meeting on Zoom. But before I do that, I just wanted to show if you are thinking of hosting a meeting and you would like more time than just like that free 40 minutes, and maybe you're going to be inviting a lot of folks, it might make sense that you upgrade your plan. Obviously, I don't work for Zoom. I have no skin in this game if you want to upgrade or not. But I will tell you that what I've done is if I need more than 40 minutes and I'm doing this for personal reasons, like gathering my family or something, you can always upgrade just for that month that you're doing the event. And then you can go back to downgrading to the free plan. And the Zoom was advertising that it's $15 a month. So that would be my recommendation. If you need to increase your plan, do it for the smallest amount of time and then go right back to the free. And again, this is only if you are hosting. And so this is how you would set up your Zoom event. You would right click on the Zoom icon, which is either on your desktop, on your iPad, and in the menu that appears, you're going to select schedule a meeting. And then you can see here from the picture, you can write the name of the topic, you can put the date, you can put the time, you put the time zone right there. You could make it a recurring meeting if you want this to be maybe like a weekly book club, something like that. You can just check that off. And then you save it. And then the next screen that pops up after this is it's going to ask you if you want to invite people. So you've set up your party, but you got to invite some people to join you. So it makes it possible for you to send the invitation to friends and family by email. And then when it's time, you can go to the meeting and launch it. And hopefully, everyone you want to attend makes it. And so again, we'll share this with you if you're interested in learning more about hosting an event or Zoom meeting. But I know we're actually 10 minutes over. I want to be sensitive to everyone's time, but if anybody has specific questions, we would love to take them now. And if anyone does need to leave, I totally understand. I appreciate your time. Thank you for being a part of this. Hopefully we will see you again soon at some of our future Grow with GoGo events.